Hey guys, this is Michael with M6 Customs. Not even sure if I'm even going to post this, but I figured I might as well go ahead and start a video log. I mean, a lot of you guys have been seeing the build that I've been doing online, as far as a little bit coming here and there. Might as well go ahead and do a video. Also for some posterity, and so I'll remember what all I did on the car as I later on down the road. I can go back and at least watch this for myself. So first off, I've actually got two Mazdaspeed6s. One of them's out in the shop or out in the carport, and it's actually it's mainly gonna become my daily driving car now. I mean, that's the one that I carry the family to and from in. That's the one that's got the car seats in it. It's got a little bit done to it, some headlights that I built for it, but nothing real major. But ended up having a car that kind of fell in my lap, and it's this red one right here that ended up coming up on it with a really good price. Wife and I talked about it. We figured it'd be a good idea to buy it. But not only that, but the person that I bought it from, it was actually his son's who he passed away. And this right here was kind of this was his son's baby. He loved the car. He had so many plans for it. And so it just kind of worked out great for me to buy this car and use it as a build, because I've always loved the Velocity Red mica more than, the silver. It's just too common. Everybody's got one. But, this car just ended up falling into my lap, and so I figured this was going to be the one that I was going to use as a build. So I haven't actually been doing a very good log or doing any type of video, keeping anybody up to date as far as what I've done so far. So this right here is probably going to be a little bit of a long video. Mainly to just try to catch everything up and show everybody what I've got so far. So let me go ahead and turn this around. So this right here is what I got so far. I mean, I've already torn the car apart, had front and rear suspension out of it and subframes out. I painted all the subframes and all the suspension parts. Ignore that. That's going to be replaced. It's more of a placeholder for now. Rear subframe was dropped. Got white line rear sway bar, the Cork Sport and White Widow diff mounts. Going with Scale Innovate coilovers for the front and the back. Which, part of this I'm also still waiting on some things. So there's the scale in there. So something else I also did is in the front and all the wheel wells, I pulled out the liners and painted, well, not painted, but frame coated all of the wheel wells to try to help keep it from rusting. Eventually it is going to get a paint job. I've got my own tail lights back there with some new exhaust shrouds, mainly because I bought these with some busted ones. You'll also have to bear with me. I've got other people's headlights and stuff like that I'm building. I mean, this place is a wreck right now. Hopefully, I'm actually going to be finishing up on a few of the builds and few of the stuff that I've got going on. So, I mean, I've just got parts everywhere. This place is a mess. So anyway, being RS4, I've got the oil feed line with filter from Speed Solutions. Got the oil drain from Eric. Here's mainly a bunch of spare parts and a busted transfer case in the back. Got the transmission there that I just got through putting shift pads in for from Speed Solution also. Went ahead and did all three shift forks on it. I'm painting the engine and transmission black, mainly to try to keep everything clean and looking good. So here's the engine. Mainly forged pistons and rods, bored 88 millimeters. I've got port and polish work from Speed Solutions also. 65 pound Crowler springs, Cork Sport injector seals, ATC 6-puck clutch. I'm going to be deleting the EGR, things like that. Excess power, exhaust manifold with an external wastegate. Probably not going to use this starting out, but I will eventually. Eventually I may actually go to a bigger turbo and try to go, even more power. This right here is the injector harness that I actually custom made along with the coil or the wire tuck. Now this right here was not done by Eric, which I probably will end up buying one from him. This is one that I did myself. You know, some things is just kind of up here for now. I may end up changing a few other things, but this is just kind of it for now. There's the engine that came out. It's got a bad VVT. Ignore the heads in the background. I don't even want to talk about that. Transfer case with Speed Solution torque mount or bearing caps. Just various other little parts and stuff here, and spare bumper. Now, as far as here, I've also gone through and repainted most of the inside of the engine bay. That's why it actually looks all nice and clean. I cleaned it out and painted it. I have not painted up here on the top for the shock mounts. I might, I just haven't yet. Yeah, so I mean, otherwise it's it's slowly but surely coming along. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a journey as of right now. Eventually I'll get it done. So I mean, that's pretty much it as far as what I've got, what I'm doing. Got a lot of other plans. I'm probably actually, hopefully the rest of my suspension will be in. I'll be able to get this car back on the ground. Now that I've got the transmission finished up, which that's been a couple of weeks that I've been waiting on that. I'm probably going to go ahead and get the turbo mounted up, get the engine transmission mated up with transfer case, get all that put into the car, at least get it down on the wheels. Still got a lot more going on. I'm going to be doing port injection, which what I want to do is the Cork Sport port injection intake manifold, which we don't know if or whenever that will ever come out. I'm going to be doing port injection. I'm going to be getting a kit later on. Going to be using Versatune, and I'll probably end up doing kind of like the same thing that I've done in my silver car, where since Versatune doesn't have a good way of being able to monitor gauges and other type of parameters of the car, I'll probably end up putting one of the same radios that I sell on my website in, where I can actually have my gauges for monitoring while regular driving and things like that, taking it to track, or just being able to monitor it, period, and be able to use a computer for data logging. Some other things, I've got the Gen 2 wheels that I'll end up sanding them down, painting them. I'm probably going to paint them like a dark charcoal color. I'm not going to go gray. I'm not going to go black. Yeah, I mean, if I decide to actually post this video, I will probably see about doing some, they won't be regular updates, because the bad part is I'm working on a budget, and, anything with the build takes time. I mean, I do a little bit here and a little bit there, but nothing major. But I mean, if I end up posting this video for all you guys to see, I'll end up doing some regular updates as maybe as I do some builds for headlights for some of you guys, or, doing other little things, which, because it's been taking so long for other parts and things like that to come in, I look at this car and I figure out something else to do, since I've got nothing else but time while I'm waiting for, a shift fork to come in, other little parts, waiting on suspension and things like that. So take it easy, guys. If y'all haven't heard of me, like I said, M6 Customs, you can find me on Facebook. I, do a lot of things for the Speed 6, but I also do some things for the Speed 3s. Your headlight builds, I can do those for your 3s, your 6s. I'm kind of limiting it to that, just mainly because of the ease of opening the headlights versus some of the other builds. So, but I can probably take care of some of your other builds. Hit me up. Ask me any questions you got. I'm here for the community. Take it easy, guys.